The hell was that noise? What the hell is that? Oh shit. Ah! Fucking run! Hey guys, imagine waking up in a vast, endless maze of yellow tinted rooms, each identical to the last. The lights flicker above, emitting a dull hum, and the carpet beneath your feet is damp with an unknown substance. There's no clear way out, no explanation of how you got there, and worst of all, you can't shake the unsettling feeling that something is watching you from the shadows. Welcome to Backrooms Recorded, a survival horror game that plunges you into the depths of one of the most well-known internet horror myths. Developed and published by Liminal Logic, Backrooms takes players into a twisted reality where escaping might not be an option. In this review and showcase, we'll break down the key aspects of Backrooms, examining its horror elements, gameplay mechanics, and multiplayer experience. We'll also discuss the positives and negatives, giving you a complete picture of what the game has to offer. Whether you're a horror enthusiast or a casual gamer looking for a new co-op experience, join us as we explore the eerie depths of Backrooms. Before diving into the game itself, let's take a moment to understand the origins of Backrooms. The Backrooms turned internet legend, first popularized in 2019. The myth suggests that reality has glitches. Small inconsistencies that interacted with it in the right way can result in a person no clipping out of our world into the endless, desolate maze of abandoned rooms. The back rooms are described as having strange yellow wallpaper, old carpeting, and the constant hum of fluorescent lights. The idea plays on the fear of liminal spaces, areas that exist between one destination and another, such as abandoned hallways, empty waiting rooms, or silent office buildings. There's a deep psychological horror to the concept, as it taps into our subconscious fears of isolation, disorientation, and the unknown. Backrooms builds on this legend, offering an interactive experience that forces players to explore the eerie endless corridors, all while being hunted by unseen entities. Backrooms is a first-person survivor horror game that can be played solo or up to 6 players. The goal is simple: explore, survive, and if possible, escape. However, things are never as straightforward as they seem. The game introduces players to different levels of backrooms, each with its own unique environmental challenges, puzzles, and lurking horrors. The game is structured around survival mechanics, requiring players to manage their stamina, listen carefully for threats, and find clues that might lead to an escape. While the game doesn't hold your hand, it does provide small hints through environmental storytelling. Notes left behind by previous wanderers, unusual markings on the wall, and flickering lights all serve as a subtle guidance, but whether they lead to safety or something far worse is entirely up to the player's interpretation. The multiplayer mode is where Backrooms shines. With up to 6 players in a single session, teamwork is essential. Communication plays a key role in solving puzzles, evading the threats, and ensuring that no one is left behind, unless, of course, survival means sacrificing a friend. One of the standout features of Backrooms is the impeccable atmosphere. From the moment you step into the game, the environment feels oppressively empty yet eerily alive. The repetitive architecture, unnatural silence, and the occasional unexplained noises all work together to create an unshakable sense of dread. Sound design plays a massive role in amplifying the horror. The distant buzzing of fluorescent lights, the soft padding of your own footsteps, and the occasional inexplicable whispering make every moment tense. Even more terrifying is the sound of something moving in the distance, something that you may or may not be coming for you. The game doesn't rely on excessive jump scares. Instead, it builds tension through subtle environmental changes. A door that was open a moment ago is now closed. A pathway that led to a safety suddenly shifts, leaving you trapped. The sense of unpredictability ensures that no two playthroughs feel exactly the same. Betrayal and sacrifice become part of the strategy. Sometimes luring entity away to save the group means dooming yourself. Other times, the decision to leave a fallen teammate behind is the only way forward. The multiplayer experience captures the essence of survival, desperation, cooperation, and sometimes self-preservation at any cost. So the positives of Backrooms: immersive horror atmosphere. The game catches the feeling of the Backrooms with stunning accuracy, minimalistic but oppressive environment, the strong multiplayer mechanics, unscripted horror. The game doesn't rely on repetitive jump scares. Instead, the horror comes from the unknown, and also the active developer support. Liminal Logic has continued to provide updates since the game's been out over a year, improving the game's mechanics and adding new levels and creatures. A couple of the negatives, they're not really that big of a deal. There's some performance issues. Some players have reported occasional glitches with all games, including clipping through walls and experienced lag spikes. Most of that is all being rectified. Lack of clear objectives. While the mystery of the Backrooms is part of the experience, some players have expressed frustration with lack of clear progression. Limited entity. While the game does have terrifying creatures, some players feel the game could benefit from more diverse threats. So in conclusion, Backrooms is a masterclass in atmospheric horror. It captures the essence of the Backrooms mythos and translates it into an experience that is both immersive and terrifying. While it has some minor flaws, the game's strengths far outweigh its weaknesses. If you're a fan of survival horror, this game is absolutely worth playing. Whether you go in alone or with a group of friends, Backrooms will make sure that you feel one thing above all else: helpless. And maybe, just maybe, if you listen closely enough, you realize that you were never alone in the first place. So are you ready to step into Backrooms? Just remember, if you hear something behind you, don't turn around. Thank you very much for watching. If you can please leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment down if you've played Backrooms before. What was your experience? I would love to know. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.